Introducing Apex 10, your fertilizer booster. Purely organic from the earth to the earth, now available in Ghana. Apex 10 fertilizer booster. Best for plant restoration, reviving ancient and withered plants, producing healthy and abundant fruits, and easy to apply. A boom to farmers and beyond, making farming sexy again. Apex 10 fertilizer booster is a game changer with many branches. Employment to enable you to feed yourself. If you must get it right, get Apex 10 fertilizer booster. No toxins, sexy, absolutely organic, easy to apply, and super healthy. For more information, call 0552 505 723 or +1609 227 8043. Apex 10, from the earth to the earth, making farming sexy again. Apex 10, join the movement now.
Yo, what you for? And I shall for Sabre that about the answer. I am the penna and the so many will me no yet me assign a shimu ewa hanum and a juada. Nasa a juada edu say and not just a munina munimus. Ya babeti and crash some near ma a bebwayana ya now what we are yes simunum. A bit me bebway my bit me beko kanko. Nam po ebiana ya tobaha na say near maybe enko ye. Arahuo bi ewo baby na obetie nkranhye some way a ebetimi aboa ama sadia situation ni tie bia obetimi apem akwanim jumade sonko a wutie a etima hu se emfa ho baby abrabo no wabo akodu emfa ho sadia bia niema esi eko so wonya rehwem ewo awrade mu bibi biara betimi awie wo peye Tisabre de na chese yebeda obade ase na munyina munim sese mu apai mienu ye Rev.D and Adjei e wo fa na me wo fa de a na me stresse obi biara waba so bomodin se oba share video no se de wonua bi se de wadanfo bi nso ensa beka bi na ene jumadi esronko a wahehye ede Brian no ode abrain ti dia megina atiefo ne ahwefo nyina na mu beka nyina ne sa na se ya de be welcome Rev.D and Adjei e de aba sa jumadi esronko yi so na bibi biara and then wahehye de amaye no ode amaye
kwanyo ya de otumfo nyankopon ase migire say last week me say live video kakra last one na kakra na and for some time now share West na migire say abobo ho be 2 weeks consecutive weeks na nyema bebre na yesuya so West na used to know we are just trying to help us to understand what it means and what you can do with West. Nti eno na yeguso a ye no na migide say ebi ene we probably might bring it to an end. Nti ye tietifo nyina nyame o hira mu so.
Amen. Amen. Nti ready etiefo ye be hira say obi biara waba so bomodin ase oba share video no say de wonu bi djumade be ye emfaso ede ebema no mfaso ede ebema no ye da se bebre sa brain so I think say de aseda kese ebema oba de say ye krom Ghana asumdwe aba ho no ye elections na achi no yente basabasa bia because time bia na say ye beto aba na aye huhunhun ye fo say bibi besi nti ye da oba de ase say wa crying wa mine kakra bibi biara akwa ntokwa ensie nti na che say I think say eno ne ade ba akwa ese say ye da eye oba de ase na sabrin so no Reverend I think say meje mu ama wene na che say era wo de mayen no wo de amayen ba mesre say oba so abomode ase oba share video no ebe mayen
yeah nti abusan for ye da otumfo nyankopon ase say de medi kan no ya bomodin ahwe sa ensem a ye use words and what it means I don't think say make me enya daji akọ over once again but me gidi say niema bebre na yesua na ye hwe nsemfo ano ade ba akọ ye nyina ye kan ne say ye de obi abrabo ebeye mfato ho na aboa ye as we try to run up what words actually mean na nipa machu su a me pese me ka no ho asem oba bi a your friend is Pauline Einstein na sa Pauline yo nipa a yen chedante ne ho asem yenim ne ho abakosem bebre na ni nyina ne se oba your friend is Albert Einstein we did say ono de eboni din a obi a enim na there's a story around Einstein and kwada brem niema esiye and how the mother reacted to it. And I think that is something we can learn from. Ababuaye amayesua bibia fremu say positive thinkers, positive speakers na yade beko yanim awabra yeboyimu. Enti enede eno titiru na mepese yehwe na answer na yebeko no let me just try as much as possible to give a summary of the event abakosem kire say Albert Einstein ko school dakro ana ode of free school banana ne elementary school na omude letter bi amane say onfambre ne maame na mami Adjei letter na all kind no na abakosem na kire say na o sha ase say osu enti osu no na abofra ne bisa ne say adede na wo letter ni ma amanu esu ana see school the school is saying that he's so smart for the class. And so, because he's so smart for the class, he should not be coming to school again. Now, this is how Pauline Einstein started training her child back at home. Onwana educator, she was a teacher for some time. She accepted the responsibility, and I was so I would want to try and make the best out of him. And Okansa ansem no ekire Albert Einstein no na Albert Einstein sha ase otena ne mamme ase asuade. And so many years later when the mother died na Albert Einstein ko fi ho oyhwe mamme no ne manim no ko hu sa letter na odebre ne mamme no. And this is how the letter read. I don't know if this is the accurate words that was used, but social media, I just hope I get it. Or say, we, the board, feel Albert Einstein is a distraction and is not mentally equipped to handle school like most of the other children. We are expelling him and it's not to return. And to the statement, every man ano aba ede man bano. It is the direct opposite of what the letter meant. Now, letter ni nyina kire say Albert Einstein ne mofra bremu. If you have studied a little bit science, now you're more addicted to mathematics, calculation, and physics. It's not to mean pick language cry and do other subjects like whatever we do with written language, now and he suffered at the elementary school to the extent it could do that particular time where the board decided he wasn't fit mentally to study with the other students, and they expelled him through that letter. No? But the mother received the letter and realized that these are not the kind of words I would want to read to my child. I would rather read the words that I want. I want him to know and to listen to the kind of words that I want. They enkomo we one Albert Einstein ne anti di hon komo na Albert Einstein I hope that we know that Albert Einstein was at Princeton. Ni crowd that so it's one of the places that if you studied at Princeton, they will take you there. It's a very wonderful place. Now, after the death, when they look through his collection, they realize that the letter Antony were worried. So whenever she asked about the performance of Albert Einstein, no letter or the actual command was very simple, repetitive statement in it. The all said, the grace have arrived, and once again he was number one. And this was a struggling child. Abofra na obre, abofra na ontimi pick language, because now you're more fun with mathematics and arithmetic and those kind of things, But my meno letter no de chro ekoma Albert ne auntie always will state this statement say The grades have been released, and Albert was once again number 1. I just want us to conclude, if possible, with argument, with the choice of words you make it. And everybody knows that Einstein grew up to become one of the great people, great physicians and politicians. We are simple. Then this is how I just want to I like acronyms, we say acronyms, but I think that it makes the studies very easy for us. And me share this particular scenario. Now say me to ye matitier the kind of way we relate to people who matter to us. Now, I think that Albert Einstein, their friend said Paul, and she paid the price of words. She understood that words come with a price. Me person ye twin so my friend said the price of words. The price of words. Now, me say you can't price now. We are talking about P, we are talking about R, we are talking about I, we are talking about C, we are talking about E. The price of words. I don't know if you can capture it for us. And so every user of words, so BBA will use in some piano, should basically understand that the words that you are using has an influence. For that, we have established right from the first time. You start treaty words, and in some way you use in some way pay free and numabano. It will soon sound so our words are not arbitrarily. Me per se, Mrs. same way so. And someone idea will picking away you soon said you pay no. If that is our understanding of what words do, then I think that we have the wrong kind of understanding. And for this particular acronym, I'm just using it that way so that it is taken with you. And so words are form of predictions. You see words we are making predictions. And that is why even as Christians, if somebody operates in the ministry of prophecy, now share come krana or use words. And so there are certain things you may probably not have accurate understanding of, but your ability to speak into the future is very necessary, because the words you are using has the potency to predict the kind of future you want for yourself and the kind of future you want for the people you are speaking those words to. And for words are used day in, day out. It is not just ordinary, it's not just habitual. You are speaking something, you are predicting something. And so every positive speaker, he uses words out of faith because he knows that words predict. And Samson Awojina or and so if I say that I don't have a car yet, this the last 2 weeks, what I'm trying to tell people, they say, very soon I'm going to have a car. If I say that I don't have a house yet, what I'm trying to tell people is that very soon I'm going to have a house. I'm creating a prediction for my future. And because words carry power, it is always good to create positive predictions for your future and for the future of the people who matter in your life. Predict a positive future for yourself. Catch there who say, catch on you say, ye de besi ye. I then Isaiah tell me ye from Madi or Mawadian century. Look at it. How catch them who say, media minime ye from Madi. We are there for miracles. We are there for signs. We are there for wonders. We are there for greatness. We are there for testimonies. So words are a tool so away and some timid predicted. So when I say prediction, I'm talking also about prophesying. You speak into the future. You predict a positive future for yourself. That same words now, you predict your future. You kasadi to yenda chimuno. As we use words, what words as also knows that words are things and a tools they recommend. We use words in recommending. So if you want to recommend anything for yourself or any other person, use words. So the news was negative, but that is not what the woman want to recommend for the child. The signs were negative, but that is not what the mother wanted to recommend for the child. What are your recommendations? After prophesying, after predicting your future, after predicting the future of the people who matter to you, what are your recommendations? Speak it. So through the tool, your friend said, we are able to make good recommendations for our future. I mean, recommendation, make any cheese, eh? And so
recommendation. Bibi, I wouldn't want dance here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. And so the third one, is one of the one that everybody knows. So words, is used in prophesying or in predicting. Number two, words, may say it is used in recommending. And so Pauline prophesied. She rather predicted a good level for Nebano. Number two, Pauline so modern said, Obama the recommendation, what she actually desire for the child won't be PA free and number. Number three, words give information. And I think that this one is one of the commonest use of words that everybody knows. So words tell people about whatever you are doing, whatever is happening. So when we come to the third point, we are talking about reality, we are talking about accuracy, we are talking about what actually exists. So information is far different from prophecy and prediction. Prediction is something that you aspire for yourself or for the person you are dealing with. But even if you have a prediction, you also need to let the information be accurate. So you tell people that this is what I want to do. If you are doing anything that you want support, there's something called the power of information. And almost every country now, ICT has been taken very serious because everybody knows that information is something that is taking the wave, and information is something that is helping to run the global economy. And so everything about information is very essential. And so just as we are advising ourselves here to your home for your home cry, say as we are using words, we should know that we are passing on information. We should also be careful of the kind of information we pass on through our words. Sometimes, you are release of words, releasing information. You may be releasing some secrets that other people are not supposed to know. And once you need be dim come, especially when you are information be and can any say PA free or no bano. Ube want say PA free or no. And so the words that you are using, it is not just for fun. I am somebody who likes fun. I like talking, I like cracking jokes, I like to make people happy. But always I tell people that even in the atmosphere where I'm trying to create fun, I am very serious with the kind of things I say. And I always want to take responsibility of the information that comes out of me. Words are your tools with which we pass out information. And so please, no matter how good it is, there is a time for it. I don't know, but I have not done any serious study about Joseph Nininianum. But people condemn Joseph for how he just went out telling the brothers about the dream and people say that Joseph might have released the information at the wrong time. And so sometimes, the information is very important, but when we release it, why we release it, to whom you are releasing it. When you are releasing it, why you are releasing it, and to whom you are releasing it. So whenever you are speaking, you are passing out information. When I talk about information, sometimes it is not about the choice of words. It is not that you are informing other people about. Whenever you open your mouth to speak, most of the time you are informing people about your character and your personality. Makani, I think that a mark for a circuit program. Now I said something. I just want to repeat it here. Maybe I hear merko ni wa dressing merko ni wa kotina kem. Naka ni wa kasa anti du mbra osie na wosi ye no na so for bi say mami waja wa de wa kanim. So she came back looking for it. Or you say be a sika na japade bi. Ohwehwe ya wa hu sa de kodie no. Ana obisa papa say papa de na meja wom or say waja suban boni wom. Invariably, the information that the woman passed of her person is a bad kind of information. Ebi ansema all can no all can the agene huani, but in our speaking, no, you are passing up information and yet the specific words you are saying. But besides the specific words you are saying, you are passing out an information about your person, who you are. You are passing out information about your dreams, your secrets. You are passing out information. Police nibi can say me say obi a okokum obi o say in a village. Now almost everybody knew say akwai wonimu bibi, but they didn't know how to trap. Eti omo police ni ba eba betina krom ho ene ne be fa yonko. I just want to cut the long story short. To the extent say yonko grow ni muno, this information ananka papa or one. To the extent say afi no sha say or can semne di achire oba no Emma ewie ye no what was supposed to be a secret for him no about the daddy. Another scenario me dey Emma for be asem or kind in one of his sermons. No say obi etuo tuye ewo nwuram na omote damianse na etuo ne to ya no kasa ajata no say we kum ne wire o kansa no invariably no say na etuo no so etuo ye no na akobo sa maame na mpa omo nam so babache mani probably ebikura na papa na ne yonko no na ada na trimu pobi adidi a kire no. But Nanichia Wadame Tuanaseno, he began to speak out something he was not supposed to speak out. I am not saying that we should be people who are born bad people. And I say, Yanyankrophobia, your support to Niema Enkoso. But I didn't mention what Adjei said. Your choice of words, you are passing out information. You are releasing the secrets of your heart. You're releasing certain things that are in your heart, that are in your spirit. That was releasing. And number two, as you pass out words, so you're releasing your personality. People will define you by the way you speak, by the way you talk, by the choice of words you use. You are passing information about yourself. For question, let me just move on. May say words, with words we make predictions, we make prophecies. With words, you are making recommendations. You are speaking into the life of other people. What is in your heart for them? And I'm afraid, with words, you are passing out information. Me share that information because it's very critical. So as we communicate, we are telling people about our secrets, and we are telling people about our dreams. We are telling people about what probably we are supposed to be hiding. And number two, as we communicate, we pass out words, we are giving information about our person. Now, one other thing that words to me here, and it's a words are also used for correction. Now, I think that this is something that every Christian, every person, a well-meaning person, should cultivate. Say, I would rather use words to correct, not to enforce what is wrong. What makes you unique, what makes you special, is your ability to correct what is wrong. We are more partisan than Christians. We are more addicted to certain philosophies to the extent that we are not even able to correct the wrong things that are being done. Yeah, so addicted to to the extent that we would rather choose words that will rather propagate the wrong things than to use words that correct it. But the Bible can say you are the salt of the earth. Your person was training and he has given you power, he has given you authority to speak out. And one of the things that you can use words to do is to correct. And so Paul and Einstein decided, say, information every the board of the school is not the information she would want to pass out to Nabano. So she will use words to make the corrections. So she spoke the correct words to the child. And so people grab a lot of information along. People grab a lot of information from friends and families. People grab a lot of information as they go by. But you need to be that one that will correct the perception. You need to be the one that will correct whatever that is happening around you. Be the voice that corrects. Be the voice that will bring people to the correct kind of information. And I think that develop to this level where we want to be the channel of correction about what am I in society no etimi akonkan. And then whatever words you are saying to your others is your evaluation of who they are and what they are doing. And same be a one is your evaluation of what they are doing, who you think that they are. It will be said, by your choice of words, you have given an evaluation of your perception of who that person is. If you are the way you speak to the person, people pick evaluation from the choice of words that come to them. And that is why you don't need to specifically say some words in order to have said several of our evaluation. We know your intent. We know what you are thinking about it. And we know the kind of premium you are putting on the issue. And so, Abusiafo, words are not ordinary. Words are not arbitrary. Let us choose our words so carefully. So that choose words now will be guided by these principles. Now, I just want to leave the time for questions. Now, we are just trying to base our argument on Obabi Event Paul and Einstein. Nebadi letter by. She read the letter, she realized that the board of the school wanted to just expel the child from the school. And our cultural code said there be letter and they say you are too smart. And so because you are too smart in it, they don't want you to come back to the school and to waste your time there. And America says, our words here used to, whenever we are using words, we should be thinking about 5 other things besides all the things that you can. That the words you are using, they are the prophetic messages you are speaking. They are the predictions you are making into your future. Number 2, they are the recommendations you are making to other people. They are the information you are passing out. This information, very critical because sometimes there are some informations it shouldn't come out, but your use of words it may move some secrets or the words you are passing out should be words that correct the wrong, and it should not be words that enforce the wrong. Now make us say your choice of words is the evaluation you are passing on others. You don't need to be a judge, but as you speak, people know you, people know your perception, and people know who you are. So that as we go through our daily life, we will learn how to use words properly. Na ebabuaye. Na yen samudi inshara bebraye. Since di ohaw bebraye. Ana di ohaw ebebra fufro. Amen.
Where the natural yada sibebre yada asnaka siebema Rev.D and Adjei. Sir, na ayenepe na watimi ede in some say upbringing. Na yim say ene dwumadi no aye inshira de yesre nyina ne say obi biara wanyamre wabaso yebesre say obeye we share video no ebe mayen said ya bibi biara anase adofo nso ensa beka message ni bi na etimi aboa obi biara. Na Reverend, I think say emra wo kasa no ade ba ko an wo kan ya mani je ho anase
mehu say o say words are eba no e kire nipa ban a oyɛ. And I think say edu baabi a wo say ɛyɛ nokora paa because obi wɔ hɔ no mu a emra wo be bie na no pɛ no between making a decision around that person say especially e be say no or tia na say no tia. And he says here you who say words are important. Na a be a this scenario am the two way. Obi because of the choice of words it made the issues ebro. That's a sani pana etimi identify that issues now because why you suban bi adi ama nkrofo bi ahunu in a particular way no a crime ben so na obetimi be fa obe corrected that abia mistakes na
Okay, let me give you a scenario of one woman there. Yeah, no, she was my classmate. Let me just put it that way. Then in a normal conversation, and someone can say, "Oh no, there, and you no uncle Kowari now uncle yeah, Juma will feel. Only the uncle Kowari, or you share Bema, or no be a Juma never feel because or no yeah, Juma Bema. I don't know whatever intent that was behind that kind of statement she made, and I don't think that she really meant what she said because I knew her, she was very hardworking. But I think that that choice of words, created a wrong perception of her with one of the other friends. To the extent that in a separate day, will say, with the media mean to me, no. So the choice of words, are creating an evaluation be of her personality be in the mind of another person. Me minimum kakra na with the same class. I really knew so. I don't think that what she said, she meant it. But I cannot correct that perception in the minds of the other people who were there. And Nunti and Ayeka say, whatever that is coming out of your mouth as information, you are informing people of your choice of words. That is number one. That is the basic. But besides the basic, you are informing people about your person. So words give information about your person. And that kind of things, saying now could release wrong words there, it will be very difficult for you to correct it. If we say be a nani pardon doma it is ansem numra or muni ho na what me are correct. So we just have to be careful because we may not have the opportunity to correct it. Kwa you have freezy kakra. Well, freezy kakra sound the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Adjei is saying sorry. But that's be I think sir yenya technical issues kakra but my try say you bet me use temporarily into message say me freeze kra na mo fa enche because yenya mo behwa e call off kakra na Rev.D ne pe na eye we say into message say mo fa enche tie de chaka se be ma eye Juwa and ya Haji sounds na kuma chua Grace Mesa sounds na kuma eye and Eduba and Abusan for Biara, we are American, one more share our YouTube, also more share our Facebook, Kwamet TV page, and all the other pages in either moving as. I think, sir, because of the technical way, say question behind the Reverend. Maybe, sir, we'll find out ways say about your say, interruptions.
Okay, and see, basically, we have taken words, we started by looking at say words can be helpful. We can use words in a way that helps, and we can use words in a way that harms us. That was the first time you started this particular series on words, So we have looked at so many things now, as a guide where we are trying to use words over these 3 sessions I am making. Then so for the year can say think carefully. I am not saying that we shouldn't play, but even in your state of play, would you grow when you amount for make sure say whatever that is coming out of you, is helping and not harming. Whatever that is coming out of you, is helping and not harming. Number 2, people will not sit you in an exam room for you to provide an answer of your person. Eti yɛmfa woma mbɛtena hɔ na yɛnsɛte questions ma wo sɛ twerɛ nipa kora a woyɛ twerɛ sɛde wo suban si teɛ. People form notions of your identity and your personality with the kind of words you express to them. And so basically, we should not just take words as ordinary. Yambo ya homo say the kind of idea, the kind of personality your person you portray to other people. We are mindful of it, and that is the personality that comes out of our words. Now, the yedicha to no net me de sa Paul and Einstein situation, and an example and a case study for us. She decided, say, I will use the words that will make the best of impact. And so please make it your decision that I want to use the words that will make the kind of impact that I want. I want to use the words that will prophesy into my future, that will recommend positive things. I want to use the words that will bring the positive information I want people to gather. I want to use the kind of words that will correct the wrongs around me and the wrong perceptions of people about me. I want to use the words that will give a good evaluation of myself in the minds of other people. So if we are guided by these principles, your words are very more positive, more helpful than it will be hurtful. Amen.
That's a brain. It's a brain, not just a major a tip for any phone and then when I had the Asadaka Obi Biara when ya amre ebeka ye ho so asepa na Jumadie so ebewo YouTube nti in case ebi a went to to beginning ya ni akakwohwe the aka no ewo ho mana so betu akakwohwe ni nyina ewo ho yeda maso bebre ne abotre ene entiase a abrebia munya ede mayen yeda maso bebre. Okay, I think sir Reverend Mitimu says one question I better to say here or say sometimes you don't mean what you said.
Yeah, and it's from Juliet. Yeah, it is true that sometimes we all we all got on our ways. Yeah, what been news so if you now environment now we're not doing so but be mindful you don't know what is happening or then the person becomes to always you. Nuntina Yaka said, even in that state where you are playing with people, you really don't mean the kind of things that you say. People will not sit you in an example. People will not sit you in an example for you to write an exam about what you want them to believe about yourself. So as you speak out the words, whether you mean it or you don't mean it, say, pass it out an idea of your person to others and be very careful. That kind of idea, that kind of feeling that we take in the mindset. And you ever go to a diagram, but be careful, even in your playful state, say that you won't create the wrong kind of notion, and farmer for flow. Obimpa, say, Lord, help me to be a voice that correct. Already one so yeah. Now on so that our voices would rather be ones that correct. But we say they are really true. A friend today is an enemy tomorrow. And so you don't mean it there, but be careful. Because that kind of words can be used against you in the court of law. And yes, I know Makano. And be careful. Even though you don't mean it, you don't know what will happen the next day. But Obikura ho nya watamfu, but Obekwa could do baby. was a betrayal just to get a promotion. At that time, to be between choosing herself and choosing you. And it's very possible, say, or you were down for power on time when you be here. But we go through a critical portion in her life. Either she betrays you or she betrays herself. And people will always choose themselves. So be careful, even when you are playing with words.
Okay. Yeah, that's a brain. Tisabre, yana, a tier for any Adjei for Messer. Yeah, the Jumadi Ebeba, a year. The bet me a catcher, a year reverend, and it's a radic inch. Shrine be brave. Ni Diano, and Yakasia. Na enkone nim na abribia wo baba bia na se yebehia ne bia no enkone enya kese na kire yetimi asua bibi afri hu ti sabre de magina Kwamet TV ane obiara anam ne de asna kese ma sanso na yebesre se monfan chain eba latter party issues kakra technical issues kakra I know to be solved it here da masbebre erade insham ti reverend we de yan semre no yebejawo because it is a word also young for bringing up in case mobile almost like keeping technology custom bold and classy sounds like apex 10 also making farming sexy. Yeah, that only us yeah, they are both when you Port of America container services A+ African market A+ shipping. Yeah, that only us. And it's already a Samanti and Kadimana, a Imposona Amia, a Reverend and Animal Aid. Yeah, back in Shra Obiara. Reverend, the last message about yesterday.
Doris said, thank you, Reverend.
Thank you, Reverend.
God be our helper. God bless you also.
Amen. Amen. And it's already Mediano about a year. Commercial season as Monty and Kabimana Yanimu Edin Cra. Now, what you say, the best like Eshia Mubium. Yeah, must be.
I wanna share with you, and you can share with me. Come, let's share together. Oh, KTA Mobile, KTA Mobile. Technology worth sharing.
It's the future.
Ghana fue yedie na bayo yedie na bay Epeste fertilizer booster aya purely organic efrasa simu ene de masase no obo ade ensa no pe na menu akayo se wudro bia nim enti se ode yafu a anya ade aduaba no anase wo a wudi no benya sosaso bia na chese be ma kwaye aye dekorate kane no a ebe fa na tuma pa ede afra na de ma Epeste edan so kra de se ene ma no wadua na ewuo na flowers ni aduaba na etiti go do agya wadwo a se wudi Epeste kanu a ene tese magic no ebe ye prom fe na aso aba bebre ahwadi mu pa etise no kwiafo ebenya sika ene anigye awo mabrabo mu a na utimi se enya asam keto akora Epeste ya mammo piafo apanifo monfrɛ ahoman na monje nkyiremu ya ehye medie 0552 505723 ana plus 160 922 78043 Apex 10 fertilizer booster piao mama fiadwuma ayane kapa
making farming sexy again. Apex 10, operation kill yourself.